realize that men get angry when you out-talk them?
We do.
That your tongue is your weapon and that you can win the battle and still lose the war?
Oh.
The right word spoken by a good woman in a bad situation can make a man fly.
Facts.
You know how you are about your children, come hell or high water?
Right.
I'm down for you. Well, most of us had that with our mothers. And then we marry you.
Oh.
And we watch you give it to your children. And this is what I want you to understand. I'm not blaming you for where they're broken, because they were probably broken in some way when you got them. I'm telling you how to minister to the brokenness without emasculating the patient. Okay? If you got a man that life has beaten and he comes home to a woman holding a whip, don't be angry when he looks beat down.
Powerful, powerful words by TD Jakes. To me, it's weird that I have to keep on creating content, iterating the same points over and over and over again. But it's ever more clear to me that echo chamber, modern women today do not take cues from the reality around them. They think that life is a Tyler Perry movie or it's Waiting to Exhale, where their interactions are governed by the heat of the moment or emotions or passions, irrespective of the state of being of their man. When in reality, the role of a sound wife is to offer counsel, inspiration, and peace to her husband, who in return offers leadership, protection, and provision. Listen, to all 20 3/4 women that actively watch this channel, do understand this, and this might sound a little bit weird if you are new to getting outside of your echo chamber, but masculine men value respect over love. You over talking us or not listening to us through your emotion does not demonstrate respect. And when we are not respected, we get angry, just as TD Jakes just said. But what's so interesting about this is that TD Jakes references the relationship between a boy and his mother and the difference between a man and his woman. But women today will often base a man's long-term relationship viability by how he treats his mother. And I find nothing incredibly wrong with that. However, the rampant single mother rate has left a clear vacuum of how men can evaluate women when there's a lack of a father present. Now, this leaves a cultural void which is filled by the bullshit expectations from our media or like rom-com movies and shit like that, which continue to perpetuate this unrealistic, unviable representation of who men are. But men, this is one of the many reasons why it's so important that you remain in your daughter's life, because it increases the chances that she has the blueprint on how to conduct herself with her heart and her mouth around other men.
She might not have told you this, but my daughters do not respect men. So I'm letting you know that now, and I'm not joking when I tell you that, brother. And they have mouths when it comes to them getting into disagreements and engagements with men, and they will verbally put some lashings on you, brother, because they don't respect men. I'm just giving it to you forefront, brother, so you know what you're going in.
Listen, shout out to the OG for giving the young brother the viscous innards intel. Now, what's funny, contrary to my final statements on that last video, was that this father was obviously there, but still didn't have the power to dissuade his own daughters from drinking the feminist man-hating Kool-Aid. In Western society today, the value of the masculine archetype has been thoroughly dragged for filth, and is damn near second nature, if not normal, to emasculate modern men today with this poisonous tongue syndrome, aka sign language. So much so that when they know that it's true, all they can do is just sit back and laugh about it. But side note, imagine walking into a home, and let's switch genders here. Let's say that it's the mother that's warning the young girl regarding her son, and that mother is telling that daughter that her son doesn't respect women. Do you honestly think that it'd be met with laughter? I don't think so. I think it'd be more like shrieks and gasp for fear of abuse. But this is the double standards that we live in today.
I'm just gonna bring something to the light, because it just seemed like people on social media are very unrealistic. You can't say nothing bad about women, whether you're a man or a woman that has sense. But I'm gonna say this: men think it's just them. Men think women only treat men bad, right? Women will literally throw a woman that does not agree with their logic under the bus. even to the point where she takes your life or gets your life took. The that some of these bitter motherfuckers think be logical, be emotional. It does not be no thought into whatever the they're spewing hateful words and actions into the universe. This be evil intentioned, planned, organized, whatever the you want to say. And it's very weird that a woman don't agree with you treating a man like some shit like that, and she will simply get so mad at you to where, oh, let me go online and expose your dirty secrets. Oh, let me go sleep with your boyfriend. Let me go beat your kid up when I babysit your kid. Let me hate you out. Let me set you up to fail. Let me get you fired from your job. Let me show up to your job and try to start a ride. Let me, you know what I'm saying? It be these most evil ass acts. And mother want to call themselves women. Mother want to be appraised. Mother want to be queens, goddesses. That ain't no queen to me. That ain't queen behavior.
What's interesting about what she's saying is that, you know, I've said this a ton of times on the channel, male on male aggression is in your face. It's competitive in nature. We address issues more forthright. Women, it's much more reputation destruction, going behind your back, snitching, telling, you know, doing things to your objects that you adore and love. And it's because they can't beat you up more often than not, or getting someone else to go and cause bodily harm to you. So it seems like that's what she's bringing up. Let's proceed, though.
That ain't godly. I said the other day, how are you protecting me as a woman, as your female friend, and you putting me in danger just like you put me in danger for certain shit? You up here dealing with a man that's knocking you upside the head. I'm trying to protect you. He take both our lives. You talking about some, you ain't dealing with this person no more, and you dealing with another man, and this man come and take that man's life. How is that protecting men or women?
Good question.
Some women simply don't give a about nobody else's life but theirs. They feel like their actions is the only valid action. Their opinion is the only valid opinion.
It's not logical. It's
what
emotional.
they say is the only good side of the story, and sometimes you motherfucking lying. Getting mother set up, put in prison, you getting your homegirl sniped. Like, who do you love? Who do your loyalty reside to besides yourself?
I think there's two culprits here that are leading to the things that she's talking about here. Feminism, right? The dirty F word. And then also living in a capitalistic society, one of which completely understands that women spend 75 cents on the dollar as compared to men. So because of this, it's almost like they've become a privileged, protected class. And honestly, in reality, who would want to give up those privileges? So in reality, I understand when these women are painting themselves as being oppressed when they're not really oppressed. There's nothing that they can do that I can't do, and vice versa, but it's in an effort to maintain those privileges in the protected class. However, what I learned is that people who gain privileges without earning them are often entitled, and some of that entitledness can transition them to turn into tyrants. Lessen jail sentences for the exact same crime that a man has done. Clear advantages and biases within the family court systems. No punishments for false accusations or paternity fraud. And the list goes on. But again, this is what happens when you have an entire media engine dedicated to pandering to an entire demographic. Mass dementia, where all women are queens or all women deserve the best. It is truly the example of a participation trophy culture, and the result is outright debauchery. But dare you call it out like this sweet, lovely young lady is saying and be labeled a misogynist?
You're a beautiful waitress.
I know you're a baby girl.
What you want your tip to be?
I think in a minute I'm gonna be a baby.
What about my tip to be?
Yeah, what you want your tip to be?
I've been feeling like
What do you mean? Like I could choose whatever?
Pick a number. Yeah.
animal.
What's my max?
Just pick a number.
You feel like a dog.
Oh fuck. So, because I can say 1,000 right now.
Pick a number.
I feel like I don't want to use you.
If you say the wrong number, I ain't gonna do it. Pick a number though.
1,000. I'm gonna say 1,000. You said pick a number, I picked a number.
All right, count 1,000 now.
Oh,
Okay.
What?
Okay, let me put this on real quick. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Put me to the
6,
test.
7,
You got a
8,
right.
I got 9 here.
Huh?
Huh?
I got
9,
9.
10.
You got 9, that's only 9?
That look like 1,000, mama.
It
What you
looks like
talking
a
about?
stack to me.
Yep.
What is it?
9.
It's 9?
Oh.
900, yeah.
She's about to get him.
There you go.
Thank you.
That's
You
so
got
simple.
this, right?
Now, outside of getting an extra 100 off of him, we can look at this from two different perspectives. Either she's an excellent server that really goes out of her way to accommodate for her patrons, and the guy was just simply breaking her off some change in order to say thank you for said service. Or he's a Super Saiyan simp with a power level over 9,000 who was probably gonna go to the strip club later that night to waste that money away, but just decided to spend it here. I mean, just the fact that she was very soft, very feminine, and that she even said thank you at the end of this was a clear demonstration of dope femininity. All at the same time that this young girl is thinking to herself, how much of a sucker can you be, as she goes back home and brags about her $1,000 come up with her homegirls and as well as her boyfriend. No matter what the truth is, what we do know is true is that men with resources value attractive, feminine women. And this video demonstrates that men will part ways with those resources to provide for said woman. Women who demonstrate this level of femininity and grace are dangerous in society, right? If they choose to want to use that to manipulate those in front of them. Beauty is absolutely a currency, which exponentially increases when coupled with femininity. Put together, it's literally a man's kryptonite. Having it is literally playing life on easy mode. And it's a pity that most women don't even know how to really and truly utilize it in order to get the man that they want up until they smash into the wall, because when they can utilize it the most is only for a finite amount of time. But gentlemen, listen to me. It's up to you to know if she's utilizing it because she's really about that life and she really wants to be a positive impact and or influence in your life, or if she's utilizing it to manipulate. Questions, comments, concerns. Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. You guys like today's video? If you did or you didn't, leave me your comments down below so we can engage in this fruitful conversation. Make sure that you timestamp it so I know exactly which component of the video that you are speaking about. Until next time, YouTube, peace.
So,
without further ado,
MTR, cut through the BS like we in charge. No cap with the rappers like steel bars. I'm packing and rapping like here we are. Here we are. Mediocre tutorial reviews. Like, comment, share my views. Come up and I paid my dues. Big step in my black way shoes. MTR, he break it down, yeah, it's MTR. Check out the sound when it's MTR. No one put it down like it's MTR.